At Chase Stadium, one stroke of genius settled the match. Inter Miami were awarded a free kick from that familiar Messi zone, a place the world now treats like a second penalty spot whenever he stands over the ball. Nashville built a towering wall. Their keeper braced for a trademark curling shot. But Messi had other plans. With eyes scanning like a chess grandmaster, he spotted the only sliver of space, a narrow gap in the wall. Instead of curling it over, he drilled a low, skimming shot straight through that tiny opening, nestling it into the bottom corner. A goal born not just of skill, but of supreme vision, guile, and genius. And that moment wasn't just a flash of brilliance, it was the perfect snapshot of what Messi brings to this team. In 90 minutes against Nashville, he was the architect, the motivator, and the executioner. He unlocked the game, lifted his teammates, and finished the job. That free kick was merely the opening chapter of another magical night where Messi saved his team again. The 17th minute was destiny calling. A free kick from 20 meters out, the kind fans now jokingly call Messi's second penalty spot. Nashville knew the danger. They pulled almost their entire squad back into the box, setting up a human wall. Joe Willis, the goalkeeper, stood frozen, reading every flicker of movement from the Argentine captain. But how do you read the mind of a genius? Messi didn't go for his usual curled effort. He spotted a tiny gap between two defenders and struck the ball low, fast and spinning, threading the needle and slamming it into the far corner. Willis could only watch in disbelief. Nashville protested, claiming Luis Suarez had obstructed the keeper from an offside position, but the referee stood firm. Goal given. That goal wasn't just technique, it was vision. That was Messi's 69th career free kick goal, putting him just behind Pelé, 70, and closing in on all-time leader Juninho Pernambucano, 77. The race to be the greatest free kick taker in history just got a lot more exciting. But Inter Miami couldn't hold the lead easily. 4 minutes into the second half, Hani Mukhtar rose high to nod home and equalize. The pressure was back on Messi. And once again, the hero emerged. From what looked like a routine back pass, Nashville's goalkeeper, Joe Willis, made a nervous chest control and attempted a risky horizontal pass. Messi pounced. Like a predator who saw the weakness in his prey, he intercepted the ball with a smooth touch to evade Willis and slotted it calmly into an open net. 2-1, game over. No fireworks, no drama. Just ruthless football IQ and clinical execution. That brace wasn't just a match winner, it made history. This was the 5th consecutive match in which Messi scored at least 2 goals for Inter Miami, an MLS record. Even 4 consecutive braces had never been done before in over 2 decades of the league. Now Messi stands alone, setting a bar so high it may take years to reach, let alone break. With 16 goals in 16 MLS appearances, he's now tied with Sam Surridge in the Golden Boot race. Across all competitions, he has 16 goals and 6 assists in just 16 games, a staggering contribution for a 38-year-old enduring brutal travel schedules across the US. And yet, Messi isn't just surviving, he's thriving. His form has pulled Inter Miami into 5th place in the Eastern Conference with 38 points from 19 games on a 5-match winning streak. They're just 5 points behind leaders, Philadelphia Union, with 3 games in hand. The top of the table and a deep playoff run are now real possibilities. To truly understand the magnitude of Messi's free kick against Nashville, you need to take a step back and look at the full journey. Today, when Messi stands over a free kick, it feels just as dangerous, if not more, than a penalty. And the numbers prove it. Since 2018, he's scored 35 goals from free kicks, compared to just 33 from the penalty spot. That stat alone is almost unheard of in elite football. But here's the thing, Messi wasn't always a free kick master. In his early years breaking into Barcelona's first team, he played in the shadow of another genius, Ronaldinho. The Brazilian magician was the designated set-piece taker, while a young Messi watched, learned, and waited. His first free kick goal in La Liga came during the 2008-09 season, and it wasn't some curling beauty. It was pure cleverness. While Atletico Madrid's goalkeeper Gregory Coupé was still setting the wall, Messi took it quickly, whipping the ball into the exposed far corner. It wasn't until the middle of the 2011-12 season that Messi truly became Barca's main free-kick taker. His evolution came through relentless practice and an obsession with improvement. By 2017-18, he had reached the summit of the art. His free kicks weren't just technical, they were poetic. They were inevitable. Fans began to recognize a familiar pattern, a formula for magic. Messi's favorite zone is just outside the top of the box, dead center, in the arc often called the D. About 10% of his free kicks have come from this exact spot. From here, he can unleash that iconic left-footed curl, sending the ball looping over the wall and dipping into the corner with supernatural precision. His stance has become legendary. Right foot planted, upper body leaned slightly forward to keep balance, and that famous left ankle, twisted at impact to generate maximum whip. The result? A shot that bends, dips, and dances in the air, impossible to predict and nearly impossible to stop. While many of his free kicks target the far corner, Messi can still surprise. Just look at his masterpiece against Liverpool in the 2018-19 Champions League semi-final. From a long, almost absurd distance, he sent a rocket into Alisson Becker's near post, a strike that demanded perfection and punished even the smallest miscalculation. Messi showed he could do it all. His current form isn't just thrilling for Inter Miami, it's a glowing sign for Argentina. With the 2026 World Cup approaching fast, the idea of a 39-year-old Messi leading the Albiceleste once more doesn't seem far-fetched anymore. If he keeps this level of fitness, drive, and joy for the game, there's every reason to believe he can shine again on the grandest stage. In the short term, though, the path ahead remains challenging for Inter Miami. Upcoming matches against strong opponents like FC Cincinnati and the New York Red Bulls will test their momentum. Later this month, Messi might miss a game for the MLS All-Star appearance. But after everything he's shown, there's no doubt fans have every right to believe in something special. Because this wasn't just a brilliant free kick that won a game, it was the beginning of something bigger. The latest chapter in the story of a legend who refuses to fade. A man who continues to evolve, to raise the bar, and to etch new history with every match. Messi didn't come to MLS for a farewell tour. He came to compete, to inspire, and to remind the world that limits are only real if you believe in them. America is witnessing the final chapters of one of football's greatest careers, and they might just be the most dazzling ones yet.